And we are live! Welcome to Relax Crypto. My name is Kristiaan.
And I'm Michael.
Hi guys, it's an absolute pleasure today to speak to you. We're here from the crypto headquarters in Zurich, Switzerland. Okay, not really. Next to us is Crypto Valley in Zug.
For the first time in English.
For the first time in English. Yes, we started this channel around 8-9 months ago. Yep. With the idea of promoting cryptocurrencies, promoting the crypto space, giving you the latest updates into the market and so on. But in the end, we realized we can reach many more people in this world when we just switch our language to English. And so we are accepting the challenge.
So even though we succeeded to get 200 subscribers in German, we hope to get much more.
Yes, we got 200,000 subscribers, no?
In English, so by tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, we will. Okay, Michael, well, absolute pleasure to be with you here.
On our channel in English.
Absolutely. Cheers, guys. 200 subscribers and many more to come. Perfecto. So let's get to it. First of all, I want to tell you something. So actually Bitcoin is now 13 years old because on October 31st, what was October 31st, 2008? It was Halloween. This was actually my girlfriend made for me. Wonderful, wonderful pumpkin. But actually on October 31st, 2008, something else happened, and that is the Bitcoin white paper was released. The Bitcoin white paper is an amazing piece of art. It's really a piece of art, because what it actually does is it basically describes an entire financial ecosystem on 8 pages. Super amazing. If you want to check it out, here's a link in the description below. This is the Bitcoin white paper, 8 pages, created by a guy called Satoshi Nakamoto, and this is absolute beauty, guys, because this here, what you can see, is the fundamental foundation for a new financial system for the years to come.
Absolutely. New world currency, I hope.
that would be absolutely great.
Okay, so let's go into the news. Apart, of course, from Bitcoin white papers, white paper. What we saw on Twitter, Jack Dorsey made a tweet a few days ago, and he was writing, hyperinflation is going to change everything, and it's happening. So
it's happening.
So of course, one way how Bitcoin could become a world currency is through hyperinflation. So because Bitcoin is deflationary. So it would help against hyperinflation. So hyperinflation is happening. Of course, it's always how we depend inflation. Hyperinflation means we reach over 50% increase per month of 50% of inflation per month, which is quite high. Currently in Germany, we are increasing quite a lot. We saw that in October, for the first time after many years, we reached an inflation rate of 4.5%. After 4.1 in September, so versus 4.4 than expected. So we are higher than expected. And we can also see it, of course, this 4.5% is not the 50%. So, but this 4.5% is based on a consumer price index. So, which means you have a basket where you have toilet paper, groceries, very basic needs, which everybody needs, but which doesn't really mirror or reflect the full real hyperinflation. And we also see in the news right now that, for example, house prices are rising almost by or more than 10% in Germany.
Crazy.
So
yeah.
We see it in many different areas. And what Jack was referring probably also is that you can see inflation also on the Bitcoin price, for example. So we have this huge increase, probably because of inflation. So there are many ways how to measure inflation, and of course,
Bitcoin to the moon.
We don't have hyperinflation yet. But if you see money supply, for example, we are increasing.
Exactly.
So
over the past couple of years, you can see this is actually the curve of the money supply M2 in the United States. And it actually rose to an incredibly high number of 20,700 billion in August 2021. And probably now it's even higher because now it's already November. And you can see that actually this is actually turning into a hyperbolic curve, because here from the 1968 to 1992, 2004, it was like kind of like, let's say, less steep, right? And now it's like getting steeper and steeper. And this year actually it's increased since the COVID crisis in 2020 in March, when basically the government of the world decided we need like a stimulus to actually make the economy survive, really survive. And this jump here is pretty crazy. You can see like in the past,
Straight up.
yeah, exactly. In the past like 18 months or something, I think they printed around 40% of all dollars in circulation, right? It's absolutely mind-blowing if you think about it. How much money has been printed since then. Incredible. But actually in the European Union, it's not much better, because they're also printing as hell, and it's only going up. So money supply is coming and coming. It's increasing. And the thing is, if you look at Bitcoin has a fixed, you can see this? Yes, Bitcoin is actually at a fixed rate of 21 million. That's the cap, right? There will never be more Bitcoin than 21 million Bitcoin in existence. And currently we already have 18.7, I think. 18.7 million Bitcoin that were already mined. So the supply is already at its cap. And over the next 120 years, we will only mine 2.3 million more Bitcoin. So that's kind of crazy, guys. So actually only that, just think about it. I'm not saying where Bitcoin is going, but I tell you, just look into the numbers and do your own math, because that might mean that Bitcoin might go much higher in the future. But there's no financial advice, so do your own research.
Bitcoin will go higher, but money will be also less will have less value. So it is on both ends. But yeah, let's see. Next tweet. I'm also in an interview. The U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen suggested now even to tax unrealized capital gains. So depends on the country, you pay gains, capital gains, taxes on capital gains. But now they would like to even introduce, or she is thinking about to tax even unrealized capital gains. So if you have a huge position, you make some profit, but you don't realize it, then you would need to pay taxes on that, and probably huge taxes. And if you don't realize, then these gains, then you need to tax it anyway. So which means probably would be forced to realize some profits in order to be able to pay the taxes on that. So that's totally crazy, and it's just again to take away the money from everybody and give it to the few privileged ones. So that's
Exactly.
really absolutely incredible. And and one guy, as Chess Paul, answered on that. This is the guy from Kraken, I think, the founder from Kraken.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
So I have a stake in my freezer. That is up 20%. What do I do now? I mean, it's funny, and of course it's how do you say? But yeah,
hilarious.
It's hilarious, but it's just too much. And on the other hand, you see news like from the president of Venezuela, El Salvador, not Venezuela, and as you all know, they introduced Bitcoin as a legal tender, and right now they bought a few Bitcoins, and every dip they are buying more, and they already start now to invest also the gains which they made on Bitcoin. First of all, they proposed that they will build a hospital for pets, and they are already starting with that. So they have concrete plans. How do you say? There was the groundbreaking already a few days ago.
Wow,
so
incredible.
And further
Built by Bitcoin.
built by Bitcoin, yeah.
Amazing.
And he's also making jokes about the opposition who was against Bitcoin, of the introduction of Bitcoin. But of course, this is now the first option to present to his followers and also to the nation, of course, that this really works. And also he's opening like 20 new schools with this Bitcoin gains. So I think that are very positive news, of course. And if Bitcoin goes up, they can build even more and help their people in their country, of course.
Bitcoin, stock to flow. But let's first look into the overall market. I think we forgot that in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
So usually we start every stream with our introduction and then just look at the whole market. So currently you can see that we are at the market cap of $2.7 billion. Sorry, I was saying trillion, right? 2.7 trillion market cap in all crypto, all of the over the 13,500 coins, of which I don't not know every coin by heart, unfortunately. But the most important one is Bitcoin, of course. So you can see Bitcoin is up by 4.3% over the past 24 hours. It's now 63,400, so very, very nice increase since the last update. Then Ethereum at 4,400. I think that might actually even be a new all-time high, right? Crazy. Ethereum is really touching its new this last all-time high, I think around that level. BNB, Binance coins also up by 5%, even 15% over the last 7 days. You can see everything is really, really going up right now. Okay, we have this meme coin like Shiba Inu and Doge. They're also pumping. Shiba is always a battle between Shiba and Dogecoin. Who can be the biggest meme coin out in the space? Just always remember those two coins have actually been created as a joke. Yeah, these actually are not real investments, or let's say not real coins with a use case. They might be investments because people actually are believing that they have a price increase in the future, but beware because they might dump as quickly as they rise. Yeah. And the rest in the market, is pretty mixed and so on. But
there was another meme coin based on this Netflix series Squid Game.
The Squid Game. The Squid Game, yeah.
Oh no, shit! I thought maybe.
Search. The Squid Game, no way.
And you see what you can see probably here what with meme coin can happen. So
it was launched like yesterday, was it?
Yeah, something like that. So it increased like 4,500% or 45,000%, but then dumped into basically zero. So yeah, be careful with that.
Crazy.
But yeah, let's focus on Bitcoin.
The stock to flow model, yeah. Basically, Plan B, actually the guy in my shirt, is actually a Dutch guy. Nobody really knows who he is. He's a bit anonymous, like the founder of Bitcoin that wrote the Bitcoin white paper. That's like a motto. But so basically, Plan B is a Dutch guy who was an ex-banker, and he has a price prediction model called his stock to flow model. And this model is super interesting because it tracks pretty much like the supply of Bitcoin and how the price has developed. So basically, the white line is the supply. And this rainbow-colored line is like the Bitcoin price. And you can see that over time, Bitcoin always it fluctuated around this white line. And now we're a bit below the white line. So actually, the model would predict a current price of approximately $100,000, and we're a bit below that at 63,000. And let's see if it happens, because every 4 years, don't forget that, every 4 years there's a Bitcoin halving. So actually the Bitcoin emission rate is being cut in half. So first it's like 50 Bitcoin when it started in 2009. 50 divided by 2 is 25 from 2013 onwards. Then 2017 onwards it was 12.5. And 2020, last year, actually it changed to 6.25. And actually in 3 years it will change to 3.125.
Yeah, and this is every 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes in average, Bitcoin miners are finding a block. So, and with every block you get this this block reward in the end. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So basically, because every time there's a halving, also the supply is being cut in half, which means that there's actually, if the demand stays the same, so ceteris paribus, if the demand stays the same or actually increases, the price of Bitcoin should go up according to that model. So this is only the normal stock to flow model. There's also another one called the cross asset model, which actually predicts a price for 288,000 in this cycle. If we reach that, it might be a stretch, but 100K is definitely in the game. Also, you see our laser eyes on our logo on YouTube, and he has actually the same here. Plan B has also the laser eyes. It basically means laser ray until 100K. So everybody has laser eyes until Bitcoin reaches $100,000 per coin.
Exactly. And now to his predictions. I mean, I don't remember when he tweeted this tweet exactly, the initial one, but
yesterday.
I think...
Yesterday was the update, huh?
Yeah, this was only the update. Yeah. But I mean, all these price targets were set before before we reached the price, of course. So he tweeted this before August for sure. But we saw that he was pretty accurate with his predictions. We saw in August the 47,000, so he met that. In September we had a small correction to 43,000. We met that as well. And in October he predicted 61K, so new monthly close all-time high, so we reached that. But of course we had a small error by 3%, but he's writing here close enough for me. But what's interesting now, so the next targets for you all, in November he predicts 98,000
Crazy.
and in December we would go over the 100,000, so it's 135,000. If this will happen, nobody knows, of course, but his predictions before were pretty accurate, so that's really interesting. So yeah,
It's
either
pretty
can
crazy.
be a lucky guess, but you never know.
Yeah, so actually he writes about his little margin error of 3%. So basically, actually, he predicted 63,000 as the minimum level for October. Actually, we reached that in October. We were even like higher. We were, I think, at 66,500. Actually, the new all-time high. But then we fell down back to 60,000, 61,000. And that's the level that the month closed at, so 2 days ago. But actually now, we're now at 63 again, right? 63, 60 something.
Yeah.
So actually, we're actually exactly at the level that he predicted for the end of the month.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What we see, of course, now prices are rising. So the fear and greed index, we are in greed actually, but not that extreme greed. So prices are okay, should be okay. And the Meyer multiple indicator is also at 1.4, so we are above the 200-day average, slightly above, but not critical yet, I would say. And what we see here, of course, in the price, we are here on the weekly chart, so we recovered from this drop back from, what was this, 65k back in April. We fully recovered. We even had a new all-time high already 2 weeks ago. So Ethereum, I think, is doing an all-time high right now, and Bitcoin was there a little bit earlier. But that's
Crazy.
also quite usual.
Yeah.
What we can see here now, the RSI is quite high, so normally it should be in a band of or between 70 and 20, 30, yeah, something like that. But we are quite high, but also we see here back in October 20, from October to even, I would say here, February, March, we were even higher, all the time higher, so it can be out of this band quite a long time. When we see the BitMEX funding rates and premium index, we are not that high like in the last run, which we had up to 65, so it's looks still healthy, so there would probably be more room for more uptrend, so for higher prices, I guess. But as you said,
Exactly.
no financial advice, so
Absolutely.
we never know.
Those been interesting.
But it looks really good.
If you go on the monthly chart, this actually, guys, is the real deal. Yeah. So actually, you can see Bitcoin was here in 2014 somewhere at minus 2,000. No, it's not impossible. Somewhere here at $100 or whatever. Went up to 20k in 2017. Fell down back to $3,000. Went up here to 13. Fell back down to 3,000 during the Corona crash. And then it went back up to 65. And now the real question is this like a support line? Yeah, that we might not break? You say this is might be a line. Is this a resistance line that we might bounce back again? Might go down again? Or is this a line that actually can break to the upside? And then actually we might go much higher. That's the big question, all right? And if you ask me, if you ask Michael, I think we're pretty convinced it will go up. But there's no financial advice. Do your own research, very important. And oh yeah, what I also wanted to show you. So actually Ethereum, let's look at Ethereum. Oh my God, this is actually all-time high. Yeah, Ethereum right now as we're recording this.
Okay, we are in the monthly chart, so
Let's go to the weekly chart. Yeah, also weekly chart. This is
daily
all-time
chart.
high. Crazy, guys.
Hour. Yeah.
Hour, yeah.
Right.
Yes, guys. This is the all-time high for Ethereum. Ethereum, for that you get my fireworks. Amazing.
Yeah, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago.
Yeah, okay, 2 hours ago.
But yeah, quite close.
Amazing, guys. So let's look into the live chat. Are there any questions? There are no questions, but that's no problem. So guys, if you want to help us with our mission, then please share this channel with your friends. Everybody who wants to know about Bitcoin, anybody who needs more information about this amazing financial system that we're building here.
Yeah. And
Please let them know.
Subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely. Relax Crypto is here for your education. Right. And our mission is to bring Bitcoin closer to the world. And actually, yeah, really like in the gospel, like Jesus Christ, like promote a mission out there in the world. You have to go out there, you have to be a missionary, and promote a message.
So I think now it's time to end the live stream. It was a pleasure with you guys. First time in English, so starting from now.
Many more times to English. Okay, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
To the
next
subscribers.
update.
And see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.